the Zimbabwe Election Commission, thus making Mnangagwa's government illegitimate and operating on a de facto and caretaker basis, pending the final resolution of the electoral and legitimacy crisis. As we grapple with finding a lasting solution through SADC and other avenues, we urge the citizens of Zimbabwe to turn out in their numbers tomorrow to make an unequivocal statement through voting back their representatives as elected on the 23rd of August 2023. This is the end of our statement. I will now invite Mr. Makone to come and speak about the state of preparedness of our party as far as the by-elections of tomorrow are concerned. Thereafter, we will be taking a question and answer segment. Thank you. Mr. Makone.
Well, thank you very much, Spokes. Good afternoon, Fourth State. It's nice to be with you again. The spokesperson has already dealt with the illegal issues. Before we turn to the question and answer, we thought it was important to give you a perspective on our preparedness. Those of you that will recall in 2022 with the by-elections that were also largely caused by recalls will remember that it became necessary for our party to think through the manner and the vehicle under which we would contest those by-elections. Hence the formation of CCC. And you might argue that literally a year after, 18 months later, we are in the same situation. And why didn't we then change our name again to something else? We can discuss that later. But for now, I think the nation would want to appreciate that we thank them for turning out in their numbers, notwithstanding the obstacles placed in our way. Ballot papers that did not appear, intimidation, and everything else, particularly in our rural constituencies during the August elections. Notwithstanding those obstacles, we still managed to register a good result. We're back again into that same situation of recalls, this time remodeled around some ghost. And the latest wonder of yesterday is that our candidates cannot or were prevented from participating under our CCC banner. We wait to hear what the verdict would be to the appeal, but it really would be a travesty of justice for the people's rights to be trampled upon in that fashion. It then brings to question whether indeed our opponents want elections at all. We are committed to the election route, and notwithstanding any obstacles, we remain focused on that projectile. At least that is my brief from the National Citizen Assembly led by Advocate Chamisa, that we will contest in elections. That is a political movement we want to challenge for the support of the public, of the voters, and in this case, with the two constituencies in Matabeleland North, Binga and Lupane, we are confident of retaining those. The 5 constituencies in Bulawayo, we are confident of retaining those. Plus the 8 wards also in Bulawayo. In Mat South, we are confident of retaining Badbridge West. We've done a lot of work. In Masingo, we are confident of retaining Ward 2 under the energetic mayor, and it is nothing short of robbery that she should be dispossessed of a victory and a role that had been assigned to her by voters. Here in Harare, there's a different tack. The opponent comes in many ways. We are told now that because Mabuku Tafara was not netted in with the others in Bulawayo, where candidates are being denied the opportunity to be voted for, Mabuku Tafara is not listed. But Lord betide, Mabuku Tafara may not have elections tomorrow, because we understand that they are pulling up the tents right now. What that means, I don't know. Is it some form of surprise to be sprung on us? We don't know. But one thing is for certain, we can assure the Zimbabweans that if the election is then announced at 3 minutes to 7 tomorrow, we'll be ready. If it is shifted from one sport to another sport because they are uplifting those tents, we will be ready in Mabuku Tafara. Just like if the verdict and the exoneration of our colleagues in Bulawayo, if it comes at 3 minutes or even 1 minute to 7 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to be ready for it. That is the nature of preparedness. We know the beast that we're fighting, and we have to be ready for it. So I thank you for for turning up, and I thank you for the opportunity that it gives us for you to paint the correct picture, so that citizens in these contested constituencies and wards are better informed of their rights to vote and not be misled that there is no election when there is, in fact, election. In the case of Harare, it really would be a shame in Mabuku Tafara that there's no announcement and there's no explanation given, even if we were to give them benefit of the doubt, that those tents are being uplifted for some other genuine reasons. But just the courtesy of notifying the contestants why these measures are being taken. It is completely unknown in my experience as being in charge of the election portfolio in our movement. So in short, therefore, we got 9 constituencies under contest, including one in Harare, which was not netted in by this terrible judgment. And we got 12 wards, including 9 recalls. 3 of the wards by elections are a result of natural causes. So I thank you very much for this opportunity. This is almost like a run through down memory lane of last year, 2022, and you know what the voters decided on that occasion in 2022 in March, and we anticipate that this time round, the voters who claim their rights and will turn up to vote. And I thank you.